Bitcoin address is like an email address, but for digital money. It's a string of alphanumeric characters that you can share with anyone who wants to send you Bitcoin. Don't worry, it's safe to share publicly because it's nearly impossible to reverse engineer your private details from it. Think of it as the starting point for any Bitcoin transaction. A sender needs your Bitcoin address to transfer funds to you. It's unique and disposable, which means you can generate as many as you want without running out. Security and privacy baked in. Boring passwords left out. Now here's what's magical. A Bitcoin address is derived from a public key, which is in turn derived from a private key. This is called cryptography, which makes Bitcoin incredibly secure. Messing up any one link in this chain? Disaster. Pro tip, guard your private key like it's your life savings, because it might be. You might wonder, how is it even formatted? A Bitcoin address typically starts with a 1, 3, or BC1. For example, a common address might look like 1A1Z P1EP5Q GFMPFTL5ZUMV7FFNA. Each format has small technical differences but serves the same function of transferring Bitcoin. Here's where beginners mess up. They might accidentally send Bitcoin to the wrong address. That's like mailing cash to the wrong house, irreversible. Always double-check those 34 characters. Pro tip, copy and paste addresses instead of typing them manually. Pain point, where do you even get a Bitcoin address? Simple. Download a Bitcoin wallet app like Exodus or Electrum. When you create a wallet, it auto-generates a unique Bitcoin address for you. Most apps even let you generate multiple addresses to keep transactions separate. Another pain point, how do you know it works? A Bitcoin address can include a built-in checksum that ensures its validity. If the address is even slightly mistyped, transactions won't proceed. That's a lifesaver if you're paranoid about errors. And trust me, you should be. You might think, why not just use one address forever? Privacy. Reusing the same address makes it easy for anyone to track your transactions. New Bitcoin wallets generate fresh addresses automatically, ensuring it's harder for snoops to follow the trail. Use this to your advantage. Here's a scenario that freaks people out. What if I lose my Bitcoin address? You can't lose it technically. As long as you hold the private key tied to that address, you can always regenerate it. Again, private key equals life savings. Private key, don't lose it. Also, big pain point. Bitcoin is pseudo-anonymous, not truly anonymous. Anyone can look up a Bitcoin address on a block explorer to see its transaction history. This is how cops track shady activity. Don't think of Bitcoin addresses as invisible. They're more like pseudonyms anyone can search. Need a quick analogy? A Bitcoin address is like your bank account number, while the private key is your PIN code. Publicly share the account number, but protect the PIN code with your life. This two-part system is genius and terrifyingly easy to misuse if you don't do your homework. Bottom line, a Bitcoin address is a small piece of data with huge implications. It represents freedom, decentralization, and ownership in your digital life. But with great power comes great responsibility. Use it right and it's a financial superpower. Use it wrong and goodbye funds.